Hello, this is a shortened, quickie version of the role of government. Um, it's split into three parts: local, central, and the EU government. The P criteria outline the role of government in creating the business climate. This is all about encouraging businesses to grow. Okay, if you encourage businesses to grow, then they employ more people. If they employ more people, they spend more money. If they spend more money, the business grows. So that's what this assignment is all about. It's in the interest of the local government to support businesses to set up and grow in Coventry. So there's a number of ways they do that. There is a link there. You can have a look at some more information about how the local council support government growth. But they do it through grants and loans, business startup support, employer support, and relocation support. So grants are non-repayable, and loans need to be paid back over a number of years. Grants are gifts to a business. They are non-repayable, but you have to have a really good reason why the local council will give you a grant. It may be because you're setting up a business in a high technology sector. The government wants to encourage manufacturing in Coventry, so it might be encouraged manufacturing. They helped out. The London taxi cabs are made in Coventry, and they're now electric, and the government will have helped them to buy some equipment and to set up. So they will give 30% grants to small to medium-sized enterprises to help to buy machinery, equipment, hardware, software. Okay. Loan, if you set up in business, it's very difficult to set up in business to get a bank to give you a loan because over 50% of businesses fail within the first 2 years. So if they lend you some money, they're not going to get it back. So the council recognised that and have set up the Coventry and Warwickshire Reinvestment Trust, and that's a not-for-profit company, so they will take bigger risks for new businesses. Startup loans of up to £25,000 and commercial loans of up to £75,000. Also, advice for business. When some people set up in business, they don't know anything about business. If you've got an IT specialist and all you've done is create an app for a phone, you won't have a clue about business. Or somebody who makes clothes haven't got a clue about business. So there's lots of advice for people to set up in business from the Growth Hub, Prince's Trust, or the Chamber of Commerce. Also, we have lots of people who claim benefits in Coventry on the job centre. So the council will offer support to employees to recruit those people, and they'll help them with interviewing and shortlisting because it's quite a tricky job interviewing somebody, and there's lots of legal bits to it, equality and making sure you do it properly. The other side of that is training, and the council will put businesses in touch with people who can provide training for their employees. Apprenticeships are free. Some training is free, so they will put you in touch. So they'll give you lots of support. The council will also encourage businesses to move to Coventry, because if you move a business to Coventry, then that's going to bring jobs. Up by Baggington Airport, you will notice that there's lots and lots of development, lots of new factories, warehouses being built. We have good road links in Coventry, so that's why they're trying to encourage business to come to Coventry. Bring more jobs to Coventry. They spend money in Coventry, keep the shops going, encourage business. So, in summary, local council do grants to encourage business growth, loan and advice and relocation. The central government have aims and policies. The aims are low unemployment, low inflation, good balance of payments. The employment rate in the UK the unemployment rate is at a high of 3.9%. That's really good. And the government encourage employment by better education and training. If you leave college with more skills and abilities, then you're more likely to get a job. Training for the unemployed, if we can encourage the unemployed to get the skills that businesses want, then they're more likely to get a job. Another thing the government have introduced, which is actually a law, is a basic minimum wage to encourage people to work rather than rely on benefits. And the universal credit and the tax reforms are there to support people who can't work or are unable to work, but also to encourage them to get a job. And then what they're doing is they're paying into the system. Inflation is purely about rising prices. You need to be careful that prices don't rise. If your parents' weekly shopping rose too much, they would have less money to spend on buying clothes and buying things and just spending money, which would in turn affect business. Balance of payments, I'm going to show, this is about import and export. I'm going to show an image on this. So we want to, as a country, we have to import some things like coffee, tea, rice. We can't grow that